Happy New Year. This is Philip Porter.
And Happy New Year. This is Dr. Janice Porter.
And welcome to the Vision Driven Family Institute, where we educate family leaders to fulfill their family's purpose, build wealth, and empower future generations. We're excited. As you guys see, I got my Vikings gear on today. Go Vikings.
Yes, go Vikings.
And to all you family members and friends who are Viking haters, just too bad. The Vikings are in the house.
Yes, yes.
So we're just excited about 2018. It started out 2018 fast, quick, and on the rise. So we got a couple of quotes we'd like to start out with. We'll let Dr. Porter read the first quote.
All right. The first quote says, "Where there is no vision, the people or the family perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he." Proverbs 29, chapter and 18 verse, the King James Version. Proverbs 29:18.
Okay. Quote number 2. I'm a very thoughtful, forward-thinking, planner kind of person. I love Excel, spreadsheets, and 5-year plans. And I love to review every year how my New Year's resolutions went. Okay, by Gina Fisher. Some of us, when I seen that, we have to kind of have to think about that one a little bit. But our show is going to be about performance reviews, specifically as it relates to family visions. That's what our show is going to be about today. But we got some quick announcements we would like to start out the new year with.
And we are excited that Saturday, January 20th interview, the person will be live, Ben Cotter. Ben Cotter. And he is with BC Fit Club in Dallas-Fort Worth area, Texas. So Ben Cotter, BC Fit in the Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas area. And he has 3 things that he's doing. He'll be talking about fitness coach, personal performance trainer, and BC boot camp. Those are the things that he's doing. Fitness coach, personal performance fitness trainer, and BC boot camp. And if you note, our book, The Power in a Vision-Driven Family, the workbook, chapter 20. Chapter 20 is on physical health. So health is a key element in achieving your purpose and living your family vision. You got to stay healthy. It's a key element, chapter 20 in the workbook. And that's what Ben Cotter will be addressing on January 20th. All right, Cousin Ben, we can't wait. We are excited. It's going to be great.
It's going to be great. You guys, if you can't wait, you may want to check him out. He's all over Facebook, every place. So if you look up Ben Cotter or BC Fit, you should find him and all the work he's doing, all the videos he's doing. We're just hopefully doing an interview. He give us a word in. Just let us say a few things. So, and if you take a look, guys, he is the real deal. Okay. As we go through the show this morning, if you got any questions, feel free to post them right here on Facebook. If it's more of a personal question, feel free to email us, and you can catch that and go to our website, www.visiondrivenfamily.com, and you can connect with us on there. Also, if you would like to invite one of our hosts to be a guest speaker or to be on one of your panels, you can get us through our website as well. Okay, because our calendar is filling up fast, believe it or not, for at least for the first quarter of 2018. For the first quarter of 2018. So with that said, we're going to just jump right into our topic for today. And as you're going to find out, this first quarter of 2018, we're going to drop a lot of knowledge. We're going to drop some fun. We're going to drop some excitement. So if that's what you're looking for your family to take it to the next level, you're definitely at the right place. And our topic for today is back to 2017, milestones that elevated your lifestyle today and tomorrow and for generations. And basically we saying all of that is before you quickly move forward into 2018, take a moment to look and see how you did in 2017. So those things in 2017 is impacting you today.
Right.
Okay. So if you did some great things in 2017, you're living that now. If you did some bad things in 2017, you're living that now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's kind of our whole core of this is right now, before you get too fast, going too much in 2018 and focusing on going forward, take a step back during the month of January at some point and review what we call have your annual Family Vision Performance Review meeting. Annual Family Vision Performance Review meeting. I'm gonna tell you right now, that is something most family members not gonna want to do, don't want to do, don't have time to do. Okay, don't matter. Still need to do it.
It's necessary to move forward. It is truly necessary.
Okay, but here's a tip that we can share with you, because all of us, if you've been working as long as we have, we get these performance reviews that happen every year, so forth and so on. Okay, our performance reviews as it relates to a Family Vision Performance Review is based on the projects that we did, or it's based on activity.
Right.
So it's not based on a specific person. Okay, so with that said, I'm not doing a performance review on nephew Andrew.
Right. That's good. That's right.
All right. So it's different. So we're looking at it differently. So when you think about it, you're gonna have to maybe get out of the hat that you normally wear with corporate America or with education or whatever when it comes to performance reviews.
Right.
Okay. And to give you some reasons, well, why do we even need to do a Family Vision Performance Review? I mean, why do we even need to do that? So let me tell you, what we're going to tell you is what all the successful people do. Right. If they have achieved any type of success, this is just part of the process. So if you want to be successful, if you want to take it to the next level, this is something that you must do, and you can make it a fun activity as well. Okay.
And to kick us off, number one
is, when you're doing the performance reviews, you must answer the question. Did this project or did this activity, did whatever we do, did that actually move us closer to our family vision and our family mission? You need to ask that question. All right. So that, whatever it is, we had 4 or 5 projects and so forth we did in 2017. And we would maybe kind of share with you that. But one of the main reasons for doing this is to actually answer that question. It's what are you doing? Is that moving you forward? Is that moving you closer to your family vision and accomplishing that? And are you on the right track of doing it? So that's why you want to do that. Okay, so that's the overriding factor. Okay, number 2 is identify those things you did in 2017. So whatever that is, because it's going to be different for every family. And if it was successful, write it down, find out, discuss why you succeeded in that activity. And if it did move you specifically closer to your goals. If it did, then what you want to do is repeat. Right? You want to do it again. So if it's successful, you can do it again. And if it was successful in 2017 and you repeat it, chances are you should get the same results, or even better results in 2018. So that that project that you did made $10,000, you can already project, at least in 2018, we should be able to make at least $10,000 again, because we're just going to repeat the same thing. Okay? So very, very key, and you got to write it down. You have to write it down. Number 3, Dr. Porter, you want to?
Number 3 is identify those things that you did in 2017 that were not successful and did not move you closer to your family's purpose or your family goal. And once you identify those things that did not move you closer toward your family's purpose or goals, were not successful, don't repeat those things. Do not repeat those things. And as many of you have heard, the definition of insanity is that doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. You've heard it before, and it's so true. You can't keep doing the same things over and over and expect the different results. You got to change up what you're doing. So if it wasn't successful, do not repeat it. Okay? And remember, you can always send us some questions, ask questions, and make notes or whatever. And then we keep going to number 4, as Philip is identify those things that you did that were not successful and did not move you closer to your family purpose and goals. But this is a little bit different from the other one. But you want to make some changes in those items. So think about this. What thing did you did, but they were not successful? They didn't move you closer. But you think, I think if I made a few changes, a few tweaks as a family, if we did that as a family, it will move us closer. So we're going to change or tweak this one. Okay? So it's going to take some time to kind of go through these particular questions and move through them. But it's so necessary that you do that. Now, when I think about education, we meet every month to kind of review our school improvement plan. We call it our SIP, school improvement plan, see how we're doing. We have a timeline, implementation timeline. Where are we? What worked well? What didn't work well? What do we need to get rid of? What do we realistically won't be able to do this year? So we trim these things every year, every month at the end of the year. And I work with a leadership team, so you work with your family. At the end of the year, we're looking at, okay, what really helped us academically to move our students closer to their goal and be successful? We're going to keep those and just tweak it. We just tweak and improve. So it's a journey that you're on. It is a journey. And now that Philip is back, we just finished number 4.
Oh, okay.
On things that were not successful, making some changes.
All right.
Because they're worth keeping, but they need some changes to them. And then number 5.
Number 5. Well, I was interrupted because we do have a special guest in the house this morning.
Yes, woo.
So we're pretty excited. So this is going to be outstanding. So we got a special guest that came.
Yes.
And before we bring him on, number 5. Identify those things that happened that you did not plan on and was very successful.
Yes.
You know, you guys have heard us. You guys have been to our workshops, and if you've been following us on Facebook in 2017, one of the things we always says is plan.
Yes, plan.
But always leave room for God.
Yes.
To work those things that you didn't expect.
We have to.
Okay. So that's what this last one is. Sometimes the family vision will lead you, and opportunities will come about that you did not plan on and turned out to be very successful. Okay. And we got an example of that. Dr. You want to share that story, how we met?
How we met Mr. Gary Rodman and his family?
Yep.
We're actually in Florida this year, July 2017 in Florida at the annual Kappa event. They call the Kappa Conclave. So we were there. He was there. We met him and his family then. So talking about what we do with the Family Driven Institute and what he does. And so he invited us to be on his radio show because he liked the idea of helping family, empowering family, that we have a family vision and a mission, and that we work to empower our own families, not just for ourselves, but for generations. So that's what it's not a selfish thing, it's a generational plan. And so then we were on his show this past December 2017, and it's called The Connection Radio with Gary Rodman. He's out of Baltimore, Maryland.
Maryland.
Think about that. We're in Minnesota. We met him in Florida. Yeah. He lives in Baltimore, Maryland. The show is out of Baltimore, Maryland. It's a nationwide show. So it's such an honor. The interview went great. Gary is a wonderful young man who has a huge following and is doing some really good work in Baltimore, Maryland, and nationwide. And so I think it was very successful. We hadn't even planned on that. That's something that God made that happen. That's just one example.
That's right. So that's what we want to say. There's things when you have a family vision. We're talking about the word. This is what happens. This is what happens when you have a family vision. You're not going to be able to see everything.
Right.
You will be blessed with opportunities. And like I said, Dr. Porter said that's just one. This has happened year after year after year that this has happened. That's why things are have grown so quickly. Okay. So I mean, with that said, there's a good opportunity that we'll probably be on this show again.
He did invite us to to continue to be on his show.
He did invite us to come back.
We said yes.
In 2018. Okay. So all of these is what we're saying is all of these are reasons, why you do that 2017 review. Okay, because you want to repeat those things that you were successful in, those things that you wasn't successful in. Either you want to tweak it, or just don't keep doing it over and over again.
That's right. That's right.
And expecting different results. It looks like we got another person who joined us, Alex, out of Dallas, Fort Worth. So thank you for joining us there, Alex.
That's my brother. Welcome. Glad you could join us today.
Okay. So these are some reasons, and hopefully once you know the reasons, but still you get all the family members to be a part of it. No, but that's okay as well.
That's right. That's right. Keep going forward.
So, but whatever you do, you make sure you do the family vision performance reviews and write it down.
Write it down.
Everyone will be a little bit different, even if you don't have a family vision yet. If you have goals that you have for 2017, review those and see where you're at, and then make some adjustments accordingly.
It will take time. You have to set aside some time to do this as a family. Set aside some time. And you've heard us say many times that all of our family is not here in Minnesota. So we do a lot of conference calls. You can do a teleconference call. You can do FaceTime. I know you do Facebook time. I'm not sure what they call a Facebook time, but you use social media to get the family together. But everybody set that time aside to focus on nothing but reviewing the goal for 2017, looking at their projects and your purposes for the family, and then moving forward with 2018 plans.
Okay, and just kind of give you a few examples of the type of performance reviews that we would do. For example, this program, the Family Vision Institute live broadcast. We started it in 2017, and we will be doing a performance review of this activity from 2017. Matter of fact, we already got that scheduled for the 20th.
Right, January 20th.
January 20th. So we already have that scheduled. Also, the workshops we did in 2017, we would take some time to review those. Remember those workshops, so we'll just review that, how we can improve it, how we can get more for 2017. Something new we added is our book publishing division. We will be reviewing that. So like I said, everybody's will be different. Even if you did a family reunion, you should be reviewing that. How can you improve it? But most of all, how are these things that you're doing moving you closer to your family vision or to your purpose and being able to live that that lifestyle that you want to lead? So that's the ultimate goal. How's all of this getting you there? Without having those conversations, you just kind of walking there in the dark. Okay, so we've been blessed with the Vision Driven Family Institute live broadcast. We appreciate everyone in 2017 who's watched our program, who's followed us. We got over 200 followers now on Facebook, which for us we think is great. So we appreciate that. We started out, from ground zero, and now we got 7 family members actually hosting our show at different times. We actually got a YouTube channel. But the question that we have to answer is all of this, one, moving us closer to our family vision. Of course, we're going to say yes. Right?
It is.
And it definitely is.
Yes.
So, but we'll have those conversations of how can we improve it. So those who follow our show, if you got some suggestions how we can improve our program, you feel free to contact us and share your thoughts and so forth. Okay. All right. So that's just to kind of give you.
So as we transition to our guests, as our guests come in, I'm going to do a birthday shout out for January because I'm going to just jump up to the birthday shout out and we'll switch up and let him come in while he's on his way in here. So thinking of birthday shout outs, January 1st on the year off would have been my father's 81st birthday or 82nd birthday, January 1st. But then if we look at we celebrated my Aunt Jeanette's birthday yesterday. My Dick's birthday is coming up. Dixie Lee, these are all out of Chicago. Helen Jeanette Elps, Dixie Lee out of Chicago. My cousin Tracy out of Houston, Texas. Jules, our own daughter, birthday is coming up this month. He right here. Anna, my cousin out of Texas. Keith, my niece in Jackson, Mississippi. My sister-in-law, Toot, her name is Willie Jean. Her nickname is Toot. Her birthday is coming up. Happy birthday. Our good friend Bill Law, birthday is coming up. Happy birthday. A good friend Deacon Joan, Willie Joan, birthday. Happy birthday. He's had a birthday already. Philip Father birthday, Pastor Porter birthday would have been January 4th. And then we have cousin Desiree out of Texas birthday just passed. And I'm sure I'm omitting some, so we'll give another shout out next time. But happy birthday to all those who are celebrating for the month of January. God bless you to have a wonderful year. I know we have many more.
All right, very good. Well. Now for the drum roll, we're going to have and invite our special guest to actually come and bless us with his presence on this Saturday afternoon on this cool temperature here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So welcome. All right, so the James Porter III, better known as Trey, and better known as Afro-Preachah, better known as, despite some names I don't want to know that you know for. So we're just excited that he's in the house. This is our nephew, so he's in, and we brought him in on the show because he's got so many things going on. Oh. I don't even know how you do everything that you be doing. I don't even. I can't even. I'm tired sometimes just watching all the stuff you got going on.
I tell you, actually, I got an answer for that question. Oh, all right, now check this out. This is something I don't know. Now this was when Uncle Phil had more vigor. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. He was a beast out here. Y'all had no idea. And one time, I think it was about 8 or 9 o'clock. Uncle Phil, he called the house. I think he was calling for Dad or something like that. And I think I was sleeping, whatever. And he was just messing with me. And he was like, "Boy, what you doing sleep? We not rich yet. What you doing sleep? Wake up!"
I know I didn't say that.
Yeah, he said, "Yeah, I got up too." I think I got up and tried to find a job that night.
That's right. That's right. That's right. If you haven't made it yet, sleeping is overrated, right?
That's right.
If you haven't made it, if you haven't reached your goal, sleeping is overrated.
Get up.
Oh, well, so glad to have you. Glad to have you in the house. So to our audience and everyone, first of all, why don't you just tell us a little bit, well, who is James Porter III?
Oh.
And all the various other stage names and so forth you have. Tell us about James Porter, where you're from, for those who may not know across the country.
Okay, well, James Porter III, I am my dad and granddad's namesake. I would like to think I'm a Kansas City boy like those gentlemen.
Yes.
Born in Kansas, grew up on the Missouri side. Graduated 91 from Southwest School of Math and Science.
Okay. All right.
But my first 3 years, I went to a performing arts school. Then after that, got out the military. Joined the military.
That's right. You sure did.
Okay. Did my 4 or 5 years. Got a chance to travel to North Africa, which is Morocco. Got a chance to hit Germany and
I kind of forgot about that.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I got back. Because when I got up here, I was still going back and forth.
Okay.
Between doing my military job and going back and forth and stuff like that, and going to school at the same time. Because I finished my education in the military. I instead of going to a traditional 4-year college, you're at that time during that time when I signed up, Uncle, they were giving you $20,000 to just sign up. Montgomery GI Bill. I got that. Then they give you another $20,000 just for school separately. So I was already $40,000 richer when I got in.
Oh wow.
So then you can go wherever you want to, but then how I was getting my education in the military, they take 4 years, squeeze it down to 9 months because they want right. They need to see you to work now. So I just kind of hammered it out and got the rest of my education in the military. Then ended up working for AT&T.
That's right.
Thank you, Uncle Ron. Okay. That hookup, I did use your name for that, and I got in there.
Right, you did too.
And during that time, I started my music career. Eventually turned into Afro-Preachah.
Okay.
that name right there was a hard sell in itself.
Yeah, because that's what all of us in the family wants to know. Okay, so all the family members, everybody wants to know. Here it is.
I knew this time was coming. I knew it was eventually coming. So I got to explain myself. So a friend of mine, a producer, friend of mine, Jay Griff from Grifftown Records. What's up, bro? He's actually the one that's responsible for the name.
Oh, okay.
I didn't really necessarily have a hip hop alias at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, people called me Trey, and that's just kind of what it was. And I was in the studio, I was doing a song, and my boy, he was like, you know, because of y'all, I stuck with the Afro, you know, you and Grandpa, all y'all growing up with that, so it really really stuck with me like that.
Everybody had Afros.
So, my boy was like, man, you sound like your dad and your grandpa sometimes, man, when you do your thing, man. I was like, well, yeah, I got it, honestly, stuff like that. He said, man, we're going to call you Afro-Preachah. I was, now, wait a minute. Okay, now wait a minute. I said, man, I got family. I said, we can't go too far with this. I said, I got too much going on. I'm the oldest. I got responsibility. I'm not the one that goes off the reservation. Okay, I stay on the reservation. And I try to keep the rest of the kids on the reservation. We can't, you know. So it just kind of. He's like, no, man. I'm telling you, it'll go. It's unique. Nobody's having it. I said, well, let me think about it. Let me think about it. And that's like, okay. And as I kept going on with it, I ended up talking to Dad about it.
Okay.
And Dad was like, you know, do your thing, son. I said, okay. And I'll try not to go too far. So that's kind of really how the
name came
about. It came from my friends.
Okay.
You know.
Wow. So well, it has caught on. And like you said, everybody talks about it and so forth to you, but ultimately it's your brand and it's you that makes it happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Ultimately that's where it goes. But yeah, tell us you got some projects. I know projects that you're working on and so forth. So tell us a little bit about what's kind of going on.
Well, the new project, I just released a song called Hot Girl. I just released the video about 36 hours ago.
Really?
So it just came out.
Really?
It just came out. If I go to my Afro-Preachah, and that's the other thing. That's the other thing about being Afro-Preachah. I am the only one on the planet. So I'm able to snatch the brand up quick and you know, I did
that's important. That's important.
This little subject, but I did have a Afro-Preachah issue a little bit ago.
Oh, really?
A guy in New York. This was back when MySpace had first really came out, and actually MySpace was really like the vehicle that pushed the Afro-Preachah brand to where it was, because it was like unheard of. I was like one of the only like Minnesota artists at the time that had like local artists that had 20,000 followers on MySpace.
Okay.
So there was a guy that was following me on there, and when I got to the point where I wanted to move from MySpace onto Afro-Preachah.com, I found out that this guy in New York already bought Afro-Preachah.com, tried to come back and charge me 10 grand for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, sure did. You know, now that's when, this was when, you know, when the .coms during the early 2000s really hit us hard. .com, hit it. So, but he didn't realize I was creative as I was. I said, oh, don't worry about it. I put a hyphen in it, kept it pushing. Okay. So then after, I want to say maybe about after 10 years.
Okay.
10 years, he finally let it go.
Really?
Yep. And I
took it.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, so
little patience, huh?
Little patience.
Little creativity.
Yeah, and I got that I handled that situation because I thought a sermon that Grandpa gave talking about who wins the race. Okay? So I just, you know, I took the turtle position on. Okay?
You're just going to wait him out.
And just so happens he finally Yep. You know, and so that's how I got that part of my brand together as far as getting the website over. Also, let's see what other projects. Now, the video. Working on the next project. Okay. Actually, next couple projects. The new album I'm working on is called Church Fire.
Oh, okay.
So I'm working on that. And then I have the mixtape that's coming out soon, which is called Super Church.
Okay. Wow. Use the brand.
You know, you gotta use the brand. That's going on. Also, now you hadn't had a chance to meet my foster brother on mom's side.
Okay.
What up, Jermaine? Big bro. We finally, he just finished graduating from filming school a couple years ago.
Really?
And his degrees and everything.
Okay.
He just released a video about the Black Panther movement in Missouri.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's his documenting skills are
really,
and he's been about 3 or 4 years now. So we finally actually got to the point where now we're going down the road to bring their comic books and stuff to life.
No way.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, sir. It's gonna happen. So we got that going on. Also, I've already got booked for a little bit of traveling. I'm gonna be in St. Louis for spring break.
Okay.
I'm also gonna be in South Carolina for the Fleet DJ Music Conference. That's another part of the brand that just picked another brand that picked me up to expand the Afro-Preachah brand. Okay. The Fleet DJs is a core of DJs around the nation. They're about 350 DJs strong.
Okay.
And half of those DJs are FM radio or internet radio licensee paying stations.
Okay.
So right now, my music is getting played on like about 30, 40 different FM stations.
Okay.
And
congratulations. You know, that's great. Yeah.
And I definitely gotta thank Dad on that, because Dad as we was growing up, Dad gave me like the real strict talking to about what Motown artists and what everybody was going through when the music industry was set up back then.
Oh,
it was just, if you was just that whole Motown and era, how a lot of artists were just basically just being used. How back then, back then we really didn't have too much of a choice because our lack of education, but not realizing that we were giving our entertainment away for free. Yeah. And and that's, to me, entertainment, music, and all those things is one of those 40 acres and a mule things to me. Okay. It's a pretty much general consensus that everybody around the planet says nobody entertains better than us. Everybody agrees with that. So and entertainment affects markets. So I look at that, hey, that's that music, that entertainment, that's something, and that's definitely part of us, for the family. We got to.
That's right, no question about it.
Draw the line in the sand. Hey, I'm telling you right now, I got my Writers Guild, I got my ASCAP, I got my BMI, I got my Sound Scan, I got everything. If you're playing it anywhere in the net, I'm getting that check. Okay, so it's just
that's good business right there. That's you.
Okay, y'all don't know, man. I had these. It was on me, man. Wasn't too much. I took it. I did exactly what you said. During my 20s and 30 years, you got that time where you can go.
That's right.
So I tried to
go. That's good. That's what you got to do.
Go. That's right. Yeah.
Woo-wee. Okay. Well, kind of share a little bit again. How can people reach the Afro-Preachah? I don't know if you're producing other people or are you helping or mentoring. I mean, if they want to reach you, how would they reach you?
Just Google. If you have Google Chrome, all you have to do is put in Afro-Preachah, of course, Afro, spell preacher how black folks say it. Not ER at the end, but AH at the end. You just put that in, and you'll get pages on me. I officially started the Afro-Preachah brand in 2004.
Okay.
That's when I actually went down to the state office down in St. Paul and registered Afro-Preachah and registered my entertainment company as an LLC in 2004.
Okay.
You know, that's when I became legal liability. And
great.
Yeah, I've been running that time. So you Google me. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. As far as your musical apps, I'm on Spotify, Apple, Tidal, iTunes, Apple Music. Yeah, you can even use the feature on your phone. You can even just go to if you've got an iPhone, just ask your iPhone who I am, and you'll find me.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you can ask your iPhone, you can ask your Android who I am, and you can best believe you'll see me.
Oh, man. All right. Afro-Preachah in the house.
Oh, yeah.
Well, one last question. If you had to summarize 2017, how would you summarize that for yourself, for your family, for your business? I mean, how would you summarize 2017? It's kind of that little review. How you summarize yourself in 2017?
Man, the question. Because we active. We're active people. We're savvy people. We keep up on our business. We keep up on our politics. And I'm trying not to go there, but man, for the family, I think for the family we're doing well. It's just that we have this whole presidency thing. That's just it's one thing, as far as like what we're dealing with as far as Donald Trump being our president. Now, as far as I've been voting since Clinton. Okay, he was the first person I voted for, and then Bush. Okay, now the one thing about voting for Donald Trump, I didn't vote for him, but I know some of my folks did or whatever. I didn't necessarily look at it as a big deal because Donald Trump is not the first racist president we've had. It's nothing new. Okay, just because Obama got here don't mean we're not about to have. Okay, okay, it's not
a utopia in the United States.
Right. Let's not kid ourselves. But at least the thing about Reagan, the thing about George W. Okay, no, I don't necessarily share their views, but an expectation of being presidential, is Nelson Mandela, smart guy. He said it himself. You don't wash your laundry in front of company. You don't do that. You don't wash your laundry in front of company. And when you have a president that doesn't understand how he uses social media, Twitter, that he doesn't understand necessarily how Twitter works. He understands how it works, but then he doesn't. He doesn't realize that if you want to be real about it, when it comes to Twitter, you're competing with 14 to 17-year-olds. That's what's on Twitter. Okay. Kids and entertainment, because that's one of their forms how they're sucking it up. So it's almost like the reason why people got to tripping about Twitter and stuff like that is because of that platform. You got parents going like, hey, Twitter is supposed to be like a safe space for the kids and all this other stuff. And you talk about how big your buttons are and how you about to shoot somebody. Man, hold on. Just, I mean, I think the presidency really shaped what's going on right now. It kind of really shaped a lot of people's opinions, because as far as Black people, I truly believe that we are the true swing voters, because as far as I'm concerned, yes, you got Democrat and Republican, but don't get it twisted, both of y'all been racist to us. Okay, so it's like your political affiliation, whatever, You know, we ain't had the choice. We're always picking the lesser two evils, whether it's Republican or Democrat. So it really doesn't matter. But this day and age, it's kind of hard. I honestly think people would think that they would have had a better 2017 if their attentions weren't sucked up by the president.
Oh, well,
you know,
we got people that would agree with you there.
Yeah, he's like, you know, like Trump would like be the ultimate ball hog in basketball. Okay, like if you're not scoring like Jordan, and kind of right now you know, you're kind of not scoring like Jordan. I mean, there's a lot of people that appreciate that he passed the new tax bill, and you know, but I'm a statistic guy, you know, so you passed it, but stop claiming that it was the biggest one in history. Okay, stop that, because Obama's was bigger than yours, and he had to do that gritting his teeth. And Bill was bigger than his, and Reagan was bigger than his. Even Jimmy Carter's was bigger than his. Okay. So stop that. Okay, you like 8th on the totem pole as far as the biggest tax bill ever, ever passed. And if you were in the 90s, you know what kind of money was getting in the 90s. Yeah. Okay, and it's not the 90s. The 90s ain't came back around here yet. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. I think, you know, as far as how I feel, how 2017 turned out, it was good. I think it was a little bit better than people expected, but I think a lot of us missed it because, you know, our president can't keep himself out of trouble.
All right, you guys heard it. You guys heard it from James Porter III. You heard it from Afro-Preachah. You heard it from Trey and all the other names that he has. Well, this is the Vision Driven Family Institute.
Yes.
Nephew, I'm glad you stopped by. Hopefully we can get you on again.
Oh, man.
You know, sometime throughout the year. And we're just excited to hear about all the things that you have going on.
Thank you. Thank you for that, man. I've been waiting for the invitation. Man. I check out the show daily, man. You know, hey, it's y'all. I'm telling y'all, family that prays together, y'all. Okay, stay together. Man. All right. I'm telling you, it's real.
It's real. It's real. It's real. All right. Well, that kind of ends our show for today. Couldn't have had a better way to start out 2018 than to have Afro-Preachah in the house. So we're just so excited for you stopping by. And as we wind down the show, and as you guys who follow us, you know we like to end the show with a quote. And a quote for the end of the show is, "Vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision is just passing the time. And vision with action changes the world." All right, that's by Joel A. Barker. So this is Philip Porter and my co-host, Dr. Janice Porter, and our nephew, Afro-Preachah. We're just saying thank you for joining us today, and have a great 2018. Be blessed. Be blessed. Bye-bye.